I woke to the sound of dirt hitting wood. It took me a second to understand what I was hearing. The dull, heavy thud of soil raining down in thick clumps above my head. My eyes snapped open to nothing but darkness. I reached up and my fingertips scraped against the rough wood just inches from my nose. I pushed hard, but it didn't budge. My hands trembled as I explored the tight space around me. Wood on all sides. The air cold and stale. Oh God, my chest seized as the realization set in. I was in a coffin. My breath quickened, turning shallow. My arms thrashed, fists hammering at the lid above me. The wood barely creaked. Panic set in, spreading like fire through my veins. No, 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 no. My hands brushed against something thin and soft at my side. A rope. The bell rope. I pulled it hard. Far above, through 6 feet of cold earth, I heard the faint jingle of the bell. Soft at first, then louder as I yanked again and again, the metal clanging against the windless night. Help! For God's sakes, help me! I screamed until my throat burned, until my nails bled from scratching the coffin lid. I pulled the rope with both hands, frantic and desperate. The bell kept ringing, but deep down, I already knew no one would come for me. I'd spent my whole life making sure no one would believe me. I've always been a bit of a joker. The village of Green Hollow knew me as the man who could make anyone laugh, or scream if I put my mind to it, and I love putting my mind to it. The fear of being buried alive was real in those days. People were so terrified of waking up beneath the dirt that they started attaching little bells to their graves. A thin rope would run down into the coffin, so that if you wake up, you could ring the bell. Smart idea, unless there was people like me in the village. I made a game of it, more than once. I claimed I heard the bell ringing in the dead of the night. The townsfolk would gather with lanterns and shovels, digging up graves under my direction, only to find cold corpses grinning up at them through their rotting teeth. I'd laugh until I cried. Could have sworn I heard it, I'd say, wiping tears from my eyes. Maybe the dead are just getting restless. The villagers hated me for it, but that never stopped me. The last time was just a few nights ago. A storm was rolling in, heavy rain slashing against the tavern windows, thunder rumbling over the hills. I was sitting near the fire, 3 pints deep, when I cocked my head and gasped. You hear that? A collective groan rose from the room. Not again, grumbled old Mr. Bellamy. But what if it's Mrs. Carter, I said, widening my eyes in mock fear. Or maybe it's one of those blood drinkers. You've made fools of us enough, Mr. Bellamy spat. I shrugged and raised my mud. Now here I was, under 6 feet of dirt, alone. My hands were raw from pounding at the coffin lid. My throat was burning from screaming. I tugged the rope harder. The bell above clanged furiously. They have to hear it. They have to. My mind raced. Surely someone would hear it. Someone would come running. Mr. Bellamy, the barkeep. But then I remembered the last time I pulled this trick. How they dug up 3 graves in the pouring rain only to find nothing but bones and rot. I could still hear Mr. Bellamy's angry voice. Next time, let him rot. No, they wouldn't just leave me here. Would they? I pulled again, harder this time. My fingers ached, the rope cutting into my skin. My legs kicked helplessly against the tight walls of the coffin. The bell kept ringing, but it sounded fainter now, distant, like it was being swallowed by the earth. Above me, through the packed dirt and grass, I imagined them sitting in the tavern, hearing the bell, shrugging it off. That's just Tommy Wren again. I let out a faint sob. My hands fell from the rope as my arms gave out. My body sagged. My breath came shallow and thin, the air in the coffin running out. My vision swam. And then, faintly, I heard footsteps above. My heart leapt. I strained to listen. Yes, someone was there, standing over the grave. A voice, low and cold. He's done this before. But what if this time it's Tommy Wren? He'll have to dig himself out. Footsteps receded, fading into silence. My trembling hand reached for the rope again, but my strength was gone. My fingers slipped. The last sound I heard was the soft, fading jingle of the bell. And then, nothing. I could feel the darkness closing in, cold and absolute. My mind was slipping, breath growing more shallow, my body starting to freeze. But through the haze, I swear I smiled. I guess I really did have the last laugh.